Hi, my name is Wyatt Ferguson. This is my week 5 discussion for Faith and Story, Literature 111. This week it's on lament, and the readings we had to do were all poems, which was really nice. After reflecting on your favorite poem, consider this question: what way is poetry useful in the world today, and are other genres better for capturing lament? The favorite poem of mine from the six that we read was "The Purpose of This World." I thought it was a really unique poem. My first read through, it was like, this is kind of weird, better than a sauna. But then they started talking about tattoos and how people cover it up, and when they're dressed, nobody can see it. And it sort of was talking about like regret for getting the tattoos, and I thought that was interesting. I thought at first, like even in my notes on the reading, I said it just seems like the poem's trying to dissuade people from getting tattoos because you might regret them. Which I always have opinions on tattoos because I have one. I have opinions on them, and I don't think they're bad or anything, because obviously if I have one, then why would I think it's bad? But after that, I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, maybe they were trying to show how people try and hide their past and ignore their past. And almost, I had to look up what lament meant, and it came across as like to mourn something, or just to be passionate in a passionate, sad emotion, almost is what it seemed like. And I think people try and ignore their past, and I think that's what the poem was trying to say also. People try and ignore it and almost, in a sense, mourn their past in a way where they ignore it, because some people mourn, everyone mourns differently, so maybe they try and ignore their past because they're embarrassed by it. I would say, also going to the second part of the question, I think poetry is one of the better genres for capturing lament, simply because of the emotion it conjures up. Usually poetry is very heartfelt and you can take it seriously. Well, not that you can't take other writing seriously, but it's more like poetry really makes you think about your personal life, even if it's talking about someone else's life. And I think being able to conjure that emotion consistently in poetry is why it's better for capturing lament. That's nothing against any other genres of reading. I'm a big reader, so I have felt a lot of emotions through books. Like, there's a lot of books that aren't poetry that can make you think and feel lament and things like that. But I do think poetry is the best today because of how consistently it can capture lament. Thank you.